भी बन सकती है।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Himanto Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have...
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा आर्थिक मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी। अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15th for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do, who cares? But what is the beast?
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Very good evening, viewers. You're watching the latest edition of 6 Stories at 6 and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. We're going to start with the big interview. Hardeep Puri speaks to Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami on alleged links to Epstein, on the allegations that have been leveled by Rahul Gandhi. We bring you the best of this 34-minute hard-hitting interview first on 6 Stories at 6. Also on the show, tobacco baron's brat behind the wheel of the Lamborghini in Kanpur is finally arrested. But guess what? He's released in barely 5 hours. Also on the show, we bring you how a 24-year-old woman was killed after a cop who was drunk driving rams into an e-rickshaw in which she was a passenger in. We'll get you also the report by UNSC. Pakistan's link to Red Fort attack case in Delhi has been exposed in a biannual report from the United Nations Security Council Sanctions Monitoring Team. Also on the show, we bring you the latest coming in from Bangladesh, as we show you the latest updates coming in, what is happening, the first polls after Sheikh Hasina's ouster. But also, we bring you the high-stakes talks that have taken place between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. But first, let's start with our top focus viewers. Republic TV, Republic Media Network Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami engaged in an interview with Hardeep Puri, the Union Minister. He questioned Hardeep Puri on his alleged links with Jeffrey Epstein, and Hardeep Puri defends his interaction, saying that he was unaware about his criminal records at that time and that he had just met him a few times in 8 years. Here's the statement.
In the middle of a very, very hot parliament session, we're in the middle of a very volatile parliament session. A lot is being said, a lot is being exchanged, a lot of accusations are being made, privilege motions are being moved up. And you're right there in the middle of the action. You're not a traditional politician. You're a technocrat, bureaucrat.
After 9 years of being a minister, you still don't want to allow me to be called a politician. I don't know what qualifies. Oh, well, yeah, I spent 39 years in the civil service, 4 years with an international think tank, and now here. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this kind of...
that politicians are believed to have thick skin.
Well,
but you didn't start off being a politician, so I presume
listen to me. No matter what you do, if you take it seriously, you try and do the best you can. The thickness of your skin is a direct reflection of the kind of people you deal with. Now, when I was a civil servant, I dealt with more benign people. But, you know, as a politician, I have to deal with the honorable leader of the opposition, and dealing with him and the likes of him, you end up developing a thick skin.
In what way?
In what ways? Because, you know, my view, Arnab, is that politics, the essence of politics is freedom of speech. The essence of freedom of speech is discourse. And the core of that is participation. Therefore, if you have an issue, you raise it in Parliament, stand there, let somebody else respond to it. But, you know, earlier I used to describe his brand of politics as shoot and scoot. Now it is spit and fly. Now, if he wants to raise an issue, he is never there. I mean, when he's not traveling abroad and even Parliament is in session, sometimes he's traveling abroad when Parliament is in session. Today, the issue is different. If he thinks a foreign government, has a chokehold on us because XYZ, he has to explain it. Now, going and doing a jiu-jitsu grip posture, so-and-so happened, mixing up apples and oranges, etc. I can tell you as a former trade negotiator, you know, I was a trade negotiator in the year of the Lord, 1981. If you talk about trade deals, this is one of the best phases in India's history. We've got 9 deals, one after the other. 27 members of the EU. We've got a trade deal with the United States. And he says India is sold out. Sold out. And sold out why? Farmers not protected, data not protected, this not happened, that not... Arey bhai, explain to karo. Padh to lo kya likha? Arnab, this is a framework agreement on an interim agreement. There is still stuff to be negotiated. And he's linking it to something in some file somewhere, something in some file somewhere. Somebody has a friend of yours has a case somewhere. Arey bhai, the Prime Minister's mind is not wired to take pressure. I worked with the Prime Minister 9 years. I've been a member of his team, but I've had the privilege of knowing him earlier. And if there is any point of time Post May 2014, our economy has gone from fragile 10th position to 4th position, going up. And it's shooting up. And he decides to echo somebody's view, it's a dead economy. He says, I decides to say, this is not right. Farmers are against it. Arey bhai, if you are serious about your profession, read what is there. My colleagues who are responsible for trade negotiations said, farmers' interests fully reflected. See what's in the joint statement. Somebody else puts out some sheet and then retracts it today. So all I'm saying is, our parliamentary democracy has two kinds of people who dedicate themselves for the Samaj Seva and the transformation of the country, and those who are casual about their work.
I think you've been too indulgent with Rahul Gandhi in the last 10 years, and now it's sort of fraying at the seams.
No, I think Rahul, Arnab, there is, when you talk about the honorable leader of opposition, I choose my words carefully, there are 2 points of views around, and these are not only in the party. One is that it's good to have a leader of opposition like him. Why? Because A, he provides entertainment value, is not able to pursue any issue seriously. He raises an issue and then he goes completely in another direction. So it's one issue today and then he'll raise it for about 6-8 hours, then they will go off the tangent and raise another issue. So there are some people who believe it. I personally believe that a government like ours, which has a mandate which is massive, which is in for Mr. Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister's on his 3rd term, we deserve a responsible opposition so that if there is some act of omission or commission we are committing, we should be able to correct it through constructive criticism. I believe in that. Does Mr. Gandhi, will he grow into that role? I don't think. I think it's late in the day. And the Congress party is imploding. There are people in the Congress party who say, kahan phas gaye? If the guys, by the time he finishes the leadership of the party, they'll be too old to contest election. So there's turmoil there. But as far as I'm concerned, I can only wish him the best of luck.
And in the latest development coming in from the Kanpur Lamborghini crash case, today, finally, after 4 days, accused Shivam Misra, who had been finally arrested after 4 days in the high-profile accident, has been granted bail on a personal bond of 20,000 rupees. While the police plea seeking his custody for further investigation was rejected. The arrest follows days of controversy, including claims, U-turns on whether he was driving or not. But Republic TV has been closely tracking this case, showing you every clinching proof. Here are the details on what has happened so far.
Kanpur court has granted bail to a tobacco tycoon's son, Shivam Misra, hours after he was arrested for crashing his Lamborghini into pedestrians.
हम बात नहीं कर रहा है मीडिया से, हमने कंसर्न करने की कोशिश करी कि 4 दिन बाद अरेस्ट हुआ है, क्या घटना के दौरान वो नशे में था, क्या कंडीशन थी, कैसे एक्सीडेंट किया, क्योंकि अभी भी जो उसके वकील हैं वो इस बात को नहीं मान रहे। ये देखिए शिवम को अंदर बताइए, पूछिए
चलो जाओ यार, हो गया जो मैंने साफ देना।
नहीं
4 days after the Lamborghini crash in Kanpur, Shivam had finally been arrested and was sent to 14 days of custody. And within 5.5 hours, Shivam was released on a personal bond of Rs 20,000. The court rejected the police's application for judicial remand of accused Shivam. The court directed him to fully cooperate with the police probe and provide necessary documents, noting procedural concerns. Meanwhile, Republic went on to confront Mishra's lawyer, who tried to run away when posed with tough questions.
वकील साहब साफ तौर पर वीडियो पे दिख रहा है कि शिवम गाड़ी से निकल रहा है, सिंगल ड्राइवर है, सब कुछ, उसके बाद भी इस कवर अप क्यों?
वो न्यायिक प्रक्रिया है, सारा कुछ जांच का विषय है। जो कुछ भी जो भी आदेश होगा माननीय न्यायालय का, वो आपके समक्ष होगा कुछ देर।
बिल्कुल ठीक है आपकी बात, लेकिन मोहन वाली थ्योरी क्यों यहाँ पर रखी?
ठीक है,
क्या लगता है अब आगे क्या सुनवाई होगी?
ठीक है,
आगे तो देखिए साफ तौर पर जो वकील हैं वो हमारे सवालों से भागते दिखे। जब हमने उनसे पूछा इस पूरी घटना में कवर अप क्यों है तो वो माइक के आगे से भागकर कोर्ट के अंदर चले गए।
Shivam Mishra's lawyer claims that Mishra had been wrongly arrested by the police and maintained that he was not driving the car.
शिवम को पुलिस गिरफ्तार करके लाई है, इसके बाद हम लोग देखेंगे। अभी जमानत प्रार्थना पत्र दे रहा हूं, उस पर आर्गूमेंट होंगे, इसके बाद इन्वेस्टिगेशन में जो आएगा।
पर आप लोग के द्वारा तो ये किया गया था कि शिवम इस घटना में नहीं था, बल्कि
हाँ नहीं था, तो मैं आज भी कह रहा हूं कि नहीं था।
अभी भी आप लोग यही कह रहे हैं?
जी।
तो अभी क्या है, शिवम को यहाँ पर गिरफ्तार करके पुलिस लाई है, तो वो गिरफ्तारी के बाद की प्रक्रिया पूरी कर रहा हूँ। अच्छा, ओके। क्या शिवम को यहाँ से बेल मिलेगी?
जी,
बेल मिलेगी शिवम को?
बिल्कुल। जो विधि व्यवस्थाएं हैं, माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय की गाइडलाइन है। सत्येंद्र कुमार अंतिल बनाम CBI, अरनेश कुमार गोस्वामी बनाम स्टेट ऑफ बिहार में गाइडलाइन इस बात की दी गई है कि अगर जुर्म 7 ईयर से कम का है तो उसको जमानत दी जाएगी।
सर, वीडियो के आधार पर जिसमें दिख रहा था शिवम गाड़ी चला रहा है, उसके बाद कल मोहन को क्यों पेश किया गया यहाँ पर?
भाई मोहन गाड़ी चला रहा था,
लेकिन वीडियो तो दिखा रही है।
अरे भाई वीडियो दिखा रही है, वीडियो को कोई
पुलिस ने भी अपने बयान में बोला, कमिश्नर ने खुद ये बोला।
पुलिस का अपना काम है,
कमिश्नर खुद दावा कर रहे हैं,
पुलिस का अपना काम है।
Meanwhile, senior police officers maintain that all evidence, including videos showing bouncers pulling Shivam from the driver's seat, points to him as the person behind the wheel.
देखिए, सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि वो कानपुर आया हुआ है। इस सूचना के आधार पर हमारी टीमें सक्रिय हुई और समग्र प्रयास करते हुए उसको गिरफ्तार किया गया है और गिरफ्तार करके माननीय न्यायालय में प्रस्तुत किया गया। 5 टीमें लगाई गई थी गिरफ्तारी के लिए और उन टीमों ने अच्छा काम करते हुए गिरफ्तार किया।
The Mishra family, on the other hand, insists that Shivam suffers from epilepsy and denies allegation of speeding or intoxication. A deadly crash, serious questions, and yet bail within hours. The optics are stark. When such blunders end in swift relief, it inevitably raises doubts about whether influence cushions the fall for the privileged.
Now, a 24-year-old woman was killed after a car that was being driven at a high speed by an allegedly drunk police head constable rammed into the e-rickshaw she was on. It threw her onto the road and subsequently just mowed her down. According to police, the impact of this collision caused the woman to fall onto the road, and after which the car went out of control and ran her over. She was taken to a government hospital where the doctors declared her dead. Here's a detailed report.
A young 24-year-old Nikita Bajaj, along with her brother, was on her way from work in Gurugram to her home. They boarded an e-rickshaw from near Kalipaltan Bridge in Ambala. However, they would never make it back home. Amit, a police head constable who was allegedly drunk driving, hit the e-rickshaw from behind. And after all of that, his concern? Scratches on this car.
मैंने कोई गलत काम नहीं किया, मैंने अपनी गाड़ी रोकी इसलिए किसी का बचाव करूं। वो मेरे एक्सीडेंट कर लगी, मेरी गाड़ी भी जब भी लगी। अच्छा, मेरी गाड़ी भी लगी।
Yesterday around 9:15 p.m. he just rammed the e-rickshaw in which the 24-year-old Nikita Bajaj was going back to his home. So near the Kali Patan bridge, the police cop named Amit Kumar just ran from behind, and the 24-year-old Nikita was flown away, and she got fallen from the rickshaw.
The e-rickshaw quickly went off balance and Nikita fell down on the road, and then the car ran her over. With the help of a passerby, Nikita was immediately rushed to the civil hospital. But it was too late. The doctors declared her dead.
और लड़की के ऊपर चढ़ा दिया। तब हम बहुत आगे जाके रुके, रिक्शा वाले हम आगे जाके रुके तो 4 सवारियां भी हमारे पास, 3 सवारियां जो पीछे बीच में बैठी रह गई थी। तो हमने दोबारा वापस जाके देखा, वहाँ पर बहुत भीड़ इकट्ठा हो गई थी। तो इतने में बस लड़की जब वहाँ पे तो सांसें चल रही थी और यहाँ पर आके पता चला कि लड़की पूरी हो चुकी।
A case is registered under various sections of BNS the same night of the incident.
अगर वो नशे में नहीं चलाता, अगर कुछ और ले लेता नहीं आता तो बच जाती, 100% चांस से बचता है। अगर वो टाइम पे ब्रेक भी लगा लेता तो भी बच जाती, क्योंकि टक्कर लगने के बाद आपने कट लिया है तो उससे बढ़िया आप टक्कर लगने पे ही ब्रेक लगाता तो गाड़ी तो स्लो हुई थी, दो व्हीकल की टक्कर होगी तो हल्की सी गाड़ी पे तो इम्पैक्ट आएगा ही। एवरी एक्शन इज इक्वल एंड अपोजिट रिएक्शन, तो उसके करके आप उस टाइम पे ब्रेक लगाते तो भी शायद उसके कहते बच जाती, या एक टायर चढ़ता, अगर उससे नहीं संभली तो भी एक टायर चढ़ता। दोनों टायर चढ़ाने के बाद 150 मीटर गाड़ी आगे जाके कहीं बजी है, ये मतलब तो नहीं है आपने ब्रेक लगा दी थी। वो तो गाड़ी कहीं लग गई तो रुक गई, नहीं लगती तो नहीं रुकती।
The accused has been taken into custody by the police.
तो हमने रात ही उनके परिजनों का बयान लेकर FIR दर्ज कर दी है और अमित जो हमारा हेड कांस्टेबल है उसको अरेस्ट कर लिया और उसका मेडिकल भी करा दिया।
The family of the 24-year-old young girl is shattered. An investigation into the case is underway.
Now, a major revelation in the 37th United Nations report has linked Pakistan, exposed Pakistan's link to the Delhi blast. Pakistan-based terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed has been linked to the November 10 attack near Delhi's Red Fort. The report, prepared by UN's Analytical Support and Sanctions Monitoring Team for the Security Council's 1267 Sanctions Committee, also flags the fresh concerns over Jaish-e-Mohammed's activities, internal disagreements among the member nations and the cross-border terrorism. In fact, even it has reiterated that it was Pakistan-based terror outfit that was behind the Pahalgam terror attack. Here's a full report.
A major claim in the 37th UN report links Pakistan-based terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed to the November 10th attack near Delhi's Red Fort. The report states that one member country informed the United Nations that Jaish claimed responsibility for the attack, which killed 15 people. The report also reveals that on 8th of October, Masood Azhar announced the creation of a separate women's wing for the Jaish-e-Mohammed named Jamaat-ul-Muminat. Among the UN member states, one country says that Jaish remains active, while another describes the group as inactive. The report also mentions the April 2025 Pahalgam terror attack, in which 26 civilians were killed. The Resistance Front, a proxy for Lashkar-e-Toiba, is held responsible for the Pahalgam attack. 3 suspects were later killed on the 28th of July in 2025 under Operation Mahadev. Post the Pahalgam attack, India struck terror hideouts in Pakistan, triggering 4 days of intense military operations. The latest UN findings once again raise serious questions over cross-border terrorism and the operational status of banned outfits.
And now shifting focus to Bangladesh, where voting in a high-stakes general elections, the first time since August 2024 student uprising that toppled Sheikh Hasina's government, is happening with a BNP-led alliance and Jamaat-e-Islami bloc battling across 300 constituencies. Each vote is being seen as a defining moment for the country's political future. Here's a lowdown.
For the first time since the 2024 coup, Bangladesh is holding its general elections. Khalida Zia Sant Tariq Rahman and Jamaat-e-Islami's R. Shafiqur Rahman compete head-on. The two biggest groups are competing for parliamentary seats across the country's 300 constituencies. On one side, we have Bangladesh Nationalist Party, which has a 10-party alliance. On the other side, we have Jamaat-e-Islami, which has 11-party alliance. In August 2024, a student-led uprising toppled Sheikh Hasina's government, after which she fled to India. Republic brings to you live visuals from the streets of Bangladesh during the polls.
Contesting this election, and who seems to be the front runner? Is it Khalida Zia's party?
In this area, we are getting that BNP, the Bangladesh National Party, and Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami is participating as the candidates, and people are like sharing many type of things like they are why they are choosing their candidates because there are many kind of incidents before this election. So people are like observing the place and going back to the polling vote to make it happen in a good way.
It is also the first general election after interim government headed by Mohammad Yunus took charge. Amid the elections, there was a bomb blast at the Gopalganj polling centre. The blast had left 3 people injured, which included 2 Ansar members and a teenage kid. Not only this, violence has broken out in several polling booths, which has also killed a BNP leader. This election now is not just about seats. It is about resetting Bangladesh's political future.
And viewers, US President Donald Trump says that he has insisted that negotiations with Iran must continue following a high-level meeting at the White House with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The two leaders discussed Iran's nuclear program, the war in Gaza and the regional developments, while Netanyahu also signed Israel onto Trump's controversial Board of Peace initiative. Here's a detailed look into what this could mean for West Asia.
US President Donald Trump and Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met at the White House in what both sides described as a very good meeting. This reaffirmed what Trump called a tremendous relationship between the United States and Israel. But the most significant takeaway was Iran. The remarks signal that while diplomacy is the preferred path, military options remain on the table. Meanwhile, for his part, Prime Minister Netanyahu emphasized Israel's security needs amid ongoing negotiations. According to his office, the two leaders agreed to maintain close coordination and continued contact, which is a sign of tight strategic alignment. On the other hand, in a notable development, Netanyahu also signed Israel's membership into Trump's newly expanded Board of Peace initiative. Originally designed to supervise Gaza's ceasefire, the board is now being promoted as a broader conflict resolution platform. Trump also claimed tremendous progress in Gaza and declared that there is truly peace in the Middle East. However, Trump's statement comes amid continued reports of Israeli strikes in Gaza following the US brokered ceasefire. Whether renewed negotiations with Tehran will produce a deal or escalate tensions once again remains to be seen. For now, Washington says talks will continue.
And that's all we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. We'll be right back with the breaking news at 6:30. Thanks for watching.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा और प्योर मसाला।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
Himanto Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the countries watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations. against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training, and some specific training was given to him in Pakistan.
Arnab,
these are national security allegations,
yes,
sir.
Yes. Arnab, today Gaurav Gogoi did a press conference. I do not know whether you know it or no. Do not know it. He has amplified my allegation. My allegation was that he got a visa for Lahore. Then next day when he arrived Lahore, Ministry of Interior Pakistan issued a letter that he can come to Karachi and Islamabad, but there was no visa for Rawalpindi. Today, in the press conference, he says that he went to
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front, and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15th for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do, who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC doing? What is Rajiv Shukla doing? What is this paid executive Sanjog Gupta doing? Why are we allowing Pakistan to do the U-turn. We should have never given them a long rope. We should have caught them.
The leader of opposition is not allowed to speak. Why don't? No, have you? I would like to know. Have you asked them? The government has given you questions to ask.
No, this not.
Then it's fine. I'll answer them all.
Speaker is saying that yesterday what happened was disgraceful and shameful. What is your response?
What happened?
The way women MPs were in front of the treasury bench and tried to.
What nonsense is this?
Miss Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day. Miss Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day like this. Will the Parliament will be stalled